Yeah, I always hear jokes about Cowboys and, when did the last time Dallas got to the Super Bowl? I think, well, let's think about this here, too. Buffalo Bills haven't been to a Super Bowl since they lost to Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you want to count it that way, I mean, ultimately, out of all the NFL teams that there are,
Mm-hmm.
2 teams are going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Exactly, 2 out of 32.
Only 2. So, if you do the math there...
A 1 in 16 chance ain't a bad thing.
No, there's a lot of teams that aren't going to make it to the Super Bowl for a while.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I love about, that I really have enjoyed about salary caps and free agency and these things, is it has made every team potentially competitive year over year.
Yes, very much so.
And, I mean, you've got the Ravens, you've got, there's several other teams off the top of my head. Ravens are one of the first ones I think of that. I mean, they pretty much put together a couple of teams there for a few years that were pretty much a one-year team. They signed some veterans that had been let go that were still in their career, still very good. They signed them for a 1-year or a 2-year contract, and they put together, you put together half a dozen of those guys, you got a Super Bowl team.
The Ravens have done it twice, really.
Not more than maybe a season. But who cares?
Here's the thing, though, too, was Ozzie Newsome ran the Ravens from the day they got to Baltimore. He was pretty much the personnel guy from the day they got to Baltimore. And Ozzie learned a lot of what Ozzie learned. He learned a lot from Bill Belichick when they were working together in Cleveland. So that's kind of how it is. He took a lot of what he learned from Belichick and then put his own spin on it and then built the Ravens from where they were. And that's how he did it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can see that. But back in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
It's when you had
everybody was built by the draft.
Eras. You would have teams that would dominate for an era.
Yeah, the Steelers, the Niners.
4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yes.
They would be at the top every year. Well, now you're not hardly going to do that. I mean,
no, you're not going to see something like what the Patriots have done for so many years.
Right. Yeah. And if you don't mind, fudging some rules here and there and doing things that are shady, then you can be the Patriots. But
No, I was thinking for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you can be successful for a long time and keep winning no matter what, though, too. Look at the Lakers.
Right.
The coaches change, the players change, they still keep winning.
Well,
the Celtics, for the most part.
Yeah. For one, you got a lot of tradition there, but I mean, LA is a huge market.
Yeah.
LA is a huge money market. I mean, you got a lot between merchandising and everything else. You got a lot of money that comes through that program.
Oh yeah.
A lot of attention.
Look at Notre Dame. They've been hugely successful for years. USC.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Notre Dame is one of the most oddly successful programs in college football.
Even though they're an independent.
Yeah, with my perception. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that they can be independent because they're so successful. They have so much market share just because they're Notre Dame.
That, and with an partial ACC schedule they play every year, you get the revenue boost from there.
Yeah.